the afternoon. It's the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Draper on your radio at 1140 a.m.
Streaming audio at SactownSports.com and the Sactown Sports app.
You can also watch the show on YouTube at Sactown Sports 1140. Here are the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Draper.
Whitey and Jay today. Jay, we got a double dose of Monday Night Football, so short show today.
I'm out. I just came by to say hello to everybody.
I appreciate that.
And then I'm gone.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. That's Jay, everybody. His contributions. I know he's going to stick around, though, because I know he wants to talk about that big 49er victory yesterday. I'll just say this. It irritates me to no end that some people are looking at yesterday as an example of how Brock Purdy's not that good. Mac Jones played well, and I know Kyle Shanahan drew up an excellent game plan given what they knew the Saints were going to do defensively. And you got to give Mac Jones a ton of credit. Obviously, played very well. He threw the ball as often as he did unexpectedly and played well. But there are some that said, yeah, well, see, that proves it. Brock Purdy's not that good. And I'm just not ready to go there, Jay.
Who are you following on social network these days?
How do you ignore it? It's Double C, one of the biggest, most influential talking heads in sports media today.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And I didn't seek it out. I just saw it. It invaded my...
Okay. Well, good.
Sphere.
Well, good part of it. I was hoping. I was like, I know Whitey is not continuously following all these people.
No.
Every single week, it felt like you come in here and there's like something where I'm like, what are we talking about here? I understand. And when we're talking about Double C, nobody's running from the fact of, Brock Purdy was out and he needs to be healthy and he needs to, push the narrative forward when it comes to winning Super Bowls, Pro Bowls, all pros, being great. I get it. No problem. But he's a detractor of Brock Purdy.
Yes.
And he's one of those guys who have been proved wrong for so long that he's going to continuously stick and put his feet into the ground and say, hey, listen, this
proves that I was right.
Right.
Even when it doesn't.
Anything negative. And I started the whole conversation with the fact of saying Brock Purdy's got to stay healthy, right? And not allow guys like Colin Cowherd to continuously say, hey, as Chris Watkins forgets his keys. Hey,
that's all right.
Chris, you want to take my spot? Okay, I was triple checking after doing 4 hours. I ran into real fast. I'm on the sideline running to
where is this?
The Holy Bowl. Excuse me, I should say.
All right. Okay.
High school football game Saturday. Christian Brothers Judge will support my daughter and family. Running into big Sean Cunningham.
Really?
Yeah, Sean Cunningham, KCRA Channel 3. And Sean comes up and he's got first of all, I understand I've been part of plenty of television broadcasts, social reality shows, NFL on Fox, Time Warner. I've seen a bunch of cameras. And so the first thing I see Big Sean pull up and I see Jay Gaden, a bunch of folks, and I see him, I'm like, damn, dude, they can't get you a smaller camera these days.
Really?
It's 2026 damn near. The camera's about as big as you. You're carrying a dead body around.
He needs that zoom lens, right?
Yeah, he needs a 4K red eye type situation. And I understand news channels and news broadcasts, local, they shoot in a different format, different visuals. I understand. So I kid. But I'm like, damn, these cameras are still big. I've been on movie sets with smaller cameras.
Really?
What are we doing here?
Is it because, I'm just guessing, they do some zoom stuff, some tighter stuff than other channels that just kind of show the conventional press box game footage?
Well, the one thing I've probably been deficient in when it comes to my media industry knowledge is I've never worked at a local news station, television station. So I don't really know, but that wasn't the point of the conversation, but that it just popped in my mind. Like, damn, that camera's huge though.
Yeah.
But the second part of it was, as we progressed, we were talking, he's like, hey, I missed you this week. What do you mean you missed me this week? It's like, oh, man, you didn't know?
Yeah, he was in.
I said, know what? Is there some news? You a father? You getting married? I mean, what, you moving to Bermuda? Like, what are we talking here? It's like, dude, I just did 2 hours on the radio.
Yeah.
I said, for what station? He goes, your station. I said, for what show? Like, for Alan Styles' show.
Yeah.
So, couple things here. Bad job by me. First of all, I'm a busy man. I truly am.
Sure.
Like, as much as Kyle Draper's a busy man, I am too. I got a lot of things going on. Nobody else's fault, my fault.
By the way, Kyle Draper's not here. He's attending league
Yes, he is.
meetings
In New York.
So,
yeah, and he was going to get to Philadelphia now, but I know he was still feeling a little under the weather. So his mom said, sit the hell at home. Don't come up here.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I was in. I wasn't going to do 4 hours. I did 2. Like, really? What time? Like, 10 to 12. I did it with somebody who I think it was Chris Watkins. Might be wrong.
I think it was Brendan.
Was it Brendan? Excuse me. Yeah. It was Brendan. And I said, dude, what day? He's like, Thursday. I said, man, this is ridiculous. How do we not announce that? Or was that my fault? Was I not up on point?
No, I think it was something that it was kind of a, hey, guess what?
I
mean, to the point that when he did the crosstalk with Dave that day, Dave didn't even know who he was going to be talking to.
Got you.
Until it's like, oh, really? So it was kind of a last minute, and then there was an element of surprise too.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't just me.
No.
Okay, just triple checking. If the host in front of him didn't know, then why would I know?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Got you. But I was like, man, that's crazy. That is amazing that you came in and did a couple of hours.
Yeah, full circle for him because I remember he used to produce here.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
a long time. When I interned here, he was doing midday or something of that nature. Maybe Jim Cozamore's show or something. I can't remember.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting in the fact of, just checking up on what we did for the weekend. Sean Cunningham ran into him and he's like, yeah, I was in your building. Had no clue.
Which station? That's great. Which station?
Yeah, what station?
Your station.
He's like, your station. I said, wow.
Jay, it's only week 2 and NFL quarterbacks are dropping like flies. I don't know what's going on. The 49ers have their own injury problems, of course. They are numerous. But listen to this. You were saying Joe Burrow, maybe he's going to go off this week. Joe Burrow now is going to miss 3 months after toe surgery. Jaden Daniels sprained his left knee Thursday, may not play Sunday against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is in concussion protocol, so Tyrod Taylor may start next week for the Jets. J.J. McCarthy sprained his ankle last night, expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks for the Vikings.
Yeah.
But Kyle Shanahan said yesterday after the game that Brock Purdy may play Sunday against Arizona.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that. Maybe that's just Kyle, giving the Arizona Cardinals a little something extra to think about. And maybe this is something he's going to do until Brock's back. Maybe every week he'll be, I think he could be back. Do you think the way Mac Jones played yesterday, does it make you as a 49er fan any less anxious about Brock Purdy being out? Are you feeling like, when Brock's back, that's great, but I think we're good. Are you feeling that kind of comfort in Mac Jones?
No, because he's a backup quarterback. I think we are we're secure in the fact that we should be in every single game.
Yeah.
Even with Brock Purdy on this roster, I wasn't expecting to walk in nobody's house and blow anybody out.
Even New Orleans?
Yeah, nah, not at all. Because we still, up to this point, we really didn't know. And let's just go back 2 weeks ago. We didn't know who was catching the ball. We didn't know who was going to be on the field. We had 2, 3, 4, 5 rookies on the defense we had questions about.
Right.
And 1 week in Seattle doesn't answer all them questions.
And you're right. And also, just going back to last Friday, there were a number of guys we didn't know if they were going to play.
Trent Williams.
Jennings and Trent Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So my quarrels haven't been answered for the whole season. And if yours, if you part of the faithful has, then more power to you. I consistently keep on saying, and I'm just keeping it real here, I consistently keep saying that the 49ers should be a playoff team. When they get to the playoffs, we'll have a conversation. Now, that's a long road. I mean, a long time down the road. But also, I think, and you can attest to this, I've been the first person to say, I truly believe the Brock Purdy's, the CMCs, the Trent Williams, then both, like George Kittle's, all these guys are going to miss some games. And you just routed off a few quarterbacks already, a handful of quarterbacks who are getting ready to be hurt. So I expected Mac Jones to play 1 or 2 games. I don't expect Mac Jones to throw for 300 yards every single game because he's a backup quarterback for a reason. Now, if he goes out there and says, as I always say, prove me wrong, then I'll have something to talk about after 2, 3, 4 weeks if he plays that long. I feel the same way that I felt going into it. I don't think Mac Jones is a horrific quarterback. I don't think he's a top flight quarterback. I think he's right in the middle. He played a good game. Some people would say great. He did enough for this team to win. It was by the hair of their chinny chin chin.
Yeah.
It was right at the end. So it wasn't like he blew the Saints out. And so I expect the same type of play, a little less yards here and there, a little more yards here and there, 1 touchdown less, maybe 1 touchdown more, I think he's going to be pretty solid.
I thought the 49ers were very fortunate yesterday. I thought a great example of that was the first possession where, Saints got the kickoff and they drove the ball and they were kind of slicing and dicing the 49er defense, but they ended up coming up short and missing a field goal. And it's like, and the 49ers dodged a bullet. They didn't play well in the first possession, but they were unscored upon.
Yep.
And they took advantage of the weaker opponent that they took on. It's interesting to me that I think expectations have been totally reset for the 49ers and for the fan base. It's not a bad thing. It's what happens when you win only 6 games. But a couple years ago, you know this, Jay, a lot of 49er fans, a lot of us, a couple years ago after a win like yesterday, we'd be saying, of course, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it's supposed to be them.
Like, we don't even want it.
Right.
We'll give it back.
True.
Instead,
very true.
yesterday you had fans, you had Kyle Shanahan, you had Fred Warner in tears. I mean, they were just so happy they won a football game.
Right.
And I think it's great now to have the expectations shifted, and no longer are you the hunted. No longer is it if you win, it's a relief, and if you lose, it's a disaster. So I think that's beneficial to the mindset of the team. But it's going to hinge, a lot of it's going to hinge on the young defense. And I thought it was interesting also, Robert Saleh making some adjustments there with some of his alignments to compensate for the fact that some of the youngsters maybe are not as reliable as they would like them to be just yet.
Yeah, well, I think it was the play. It was the play of Upton Stout early in the game. It was the play of Marcus Siegel early in the game where, they got beat a few times. Yeah. They got used a little bit. And you could see Robert Saleh, as you said, start to adjust.
I think they went to a 4-2-5.
It looked that way because you didn't really see Gifford come out too much when it comes the third linebacker.
Yeah.
Maybe I should say the fourth linebacker, but he's slated on the depth chart as the third starting linebacker. You didn't see him at all. I mean, it was almost, was he hurt? I had to go back and triple check to see if there was anything that I hadn't heard yet. Mm-hmm. You saw Pinnock jump into the nickel a little bit, of course, when Upton Stout got banged up, but you saw him brought up a little bit. And as you said, you really started to see a few more blitzes come their way. And even the blitzes that didn't happen where they pulled out of it, you saw a couple of, as you said, alignments that looked like they were bringing it.
Yeah. Also, the offensive line, at least by some
played all right, man.
Yeah. Nick Wagner on X. 49ers had a pass block win rate of 80.8%, fourth best among all teams playing yesterday. Their best as a team since the 2022 season finale in Las Vegas. So even though, Barch left in the first quarter, then you had Juszczyk with a concussion.
Right.
So the 49ers, it's not like, they're fine now. All those injuries are behind them.
Nope.
But here they are, 2-0, getting ready to play an Arizona team. I know I was one that said, they could be sneaky good this year. Arizona's 2-0, but it's not a very good 2-0. Bryce Young kind of lit them up late in that game. They won, but the 49ers are playing another vulnerable team this week.
Well, I think we'll say that probably about 11 times this season.
Yeah.
Maybe 12, depending on, how the Rams play out, how the Cardinals play out, and we're already talking about they're vulnerable. But, how Seattle plays. They played a good game. The Steelers gave them a cakewalk with a touchdown on the kickoff, which I thought really kind of, opened up that game.
Can I tell you something about that, Jay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Quick, sorry. I remember playing, I was on the Vallejo Vikings. We're playing Pop Warner. We're playing the Rams, the Vallejo Rams. And I remember we kicked off. So I'm like 12 years old, and we kick off. And the kickoff ends up landing at the 10-yard line or something. And the guys on the other team, they treated it like it was a punt. And they're looking at it. We fell on it. And it said live ball, and we scored. I remember at that age, like 12, 13 years old, thinking, man, you got to know the rules.
Got to know that.
It happened in the NFL yesterday. I could not believe it.
Well, I'm not making no excuses, but do we all have a firm grasp on kickoff rules just yet throughout the league?
Maybe not, but obviously if you're not sure and the ball's laying there,
go get it.
Better pick it up.
Yeah, you go get it.
Yeah.
But I also, again, not making an excuse for him. That's almost, Pop Warner 1-on-1. The ball is there, you jump on it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a live ball.
Yeah.
And then the second part of it is I don't know if he expected it to go out of bounds or because he, it went through his hands. He looked back and was like, that's got a lot of pace on it. I'll be okay. I don't really know. And I didn't take the time to look at the post game to see if he had a conversation about it. I'm pretty sure they dropped about 62 mics in front of his face. But you're right. A kickoff is a kickoff.
Right.
And until I know that 100%
Once it
sure,
goes 10 yards, it's anybody's
man,
ball.
you better go get it.
Yeah.
But the NFL's been pretty confusing with some of these kickoff
That's true.
rules. You know, got to land in the zone. That didn't like even one of the Saints kickoffs this past week kicked it off, and it didn't land in the proper zone, so it was a flag. It's like, what? I don't even understand that.
Short of landing zone.
Yeah, it's just so much going on with these kickoffs that I can understand how one could be confused. And honestly, you probably put that on the coach, don't you? The special teams coach and maybe the head teams coach. Fella, we have to know what's going on here.
Yes. That's something I shouldn't say it after they won, but that's something you'd expect out of 49ers fans. But even they contributed yesterday. By the way, that game I was telling you about that I played in when I was 12 against the Vallejo Rams, I remember we ran a play and we scored a touchdown, and the coach of the other team runs onto the field and goes, ha, 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 ha. There was timeout. I remember seeing that kind of thing. This guy's a real jerk.
Seriously?
Yes.
Was it timeout?
Yes,
Oh,
he was
okay.
right.
Oh,
and we
okay.
ended up winning the game, I think, by a lot.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things, where we snapped the ball and you don't know, timeout's been called or whatever.
Sure.
Run the play and we scored it. Ha, 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 ha. There was timeout. Wow.
Grown man.
Yeah.
Out here. And how old were you at the time? You
12
remember?
or 13,
Man.
I think. Yeah. I think we might have been working him a little bit.
Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah, I think
Running that triple option.
Yeah. It's funny the things you remember. It's like, I remember him running out there. It's like, whoa. Okay.
Go ahead, tee it up.
Yeah.
Little Giants, baby.
Christian McCaffrey, Jay, is the third ever with 50 rushing touchdowns and 30 receiving touchdowns. Marshall Faulk and a guy named Lenny Moore.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest thing, but it's one of those legacy conversations.
Yes.
Who's better, Marshall Faulk, Christian McCaffrey? Who's better? LaDainian Tomlinson, Christian McCaffrey. It goes into that pile of, well, my boy CNC, 50 tugs, 30 tugs. I mean, like those are the things that it's barbershop talk.
Yeah.
It's, friend talk. It's on the couch
Faulk,
banter.
isn't it?
Well,
isn't it?
Between
That's
who?
a good question.
Marshall Faulk and CMC?
And yeah.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk. LaDainian Tomlinson too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
But their careers are over. CMC still has some opportunity. But I'm saying when you know how it is.
Yes,
You've been part of these. Come on, man. You grew up with the Phantom. I know the Phantom don't let you off the hook. When he calls you and texts you who's better, Marshall Faulk or CMC.
I don't know that I'm even answering that one. Nothing against CMC's phenomenal.
Well, right now,
yeah.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It's it's big brother, little brother talk. It's barbershop talk. It's in the couch talk. It's football talk. It's when
Remember Marshall Faulk when he was on the Colts?
Yes, an animal though. An absolute. The Nike Air Barrages. You better believe I remember those, man. So it's one of those conversational pieces. So yeah, it's something. It's something.
Yeah, I do have to point this out. Jay and I, we started Upset-a-Palooza last week. That's where you have to pick an upset, and if you're right, then the number of points in the point spread, you get credit for those. If you're wrong, you lose a point. We picked the same two games. One of them's tonight. We both have, I think we have Tampa Bay tonight.
Yes.
Somehow they're an underdog.
Yeah.
And then we also had the Seahawks yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember, Jay, when we were done, I was trying to talk you into picking Atlanta. Because you like Atlanta. I'm glad you did it.
I know, man. Shouts out to Michael Penix and their new kicker, Romo. He's kicking. He's all through the upright right now. Did you see the post game where he's talking to the reporter and she's like, oh, and Leonard Floyd did a great job. And he's like, who's Leonard Floyd? And Leonard Floyd standing next to, he's one of the post game comments. She's like, oh, this is Leonard Floyd. Nice to meet you, because he had got ushered in so quick. He didn't meet a lot of folks. So a lot of people were talking about that. But no, I don't know if it was the Falcons played a decent game or the Vikings played a terrible game.
Yeah.
I wasn't really impressed by either. I was like,
yeah.
But that's what it takes winning the NFL.
Minnesota played that terrible first half against the Bears, and then it looked like, oh, well, they shook that off with that great second half, and then more of it last night.
Right.
From the Vikings, who have Carson Wentz now under center going
yes,
forward.
Sir. Yes,
the next
sir.
couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Good old should have been MVP Carson Wentz. Super Bowl champ Carson Wentz.
That's right. That's right. 3 big games yesterday, Jay. Philadelphia dropping the Chiefs to 0-2.
Yes, sir.
0-2.
I'm about to see walk in here, brother. Hey, check out that 100 that suspect 100 yards that Pat Mahomes put up yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sure is going quiet.
The most amazing thing about that game was that on a couple of the tush pushes, the Eagles clearly false started.
Yes.
But so you had controversial calls in a big game that went against the Chiefs.
Which is surprising.
Exactly.
And
that's my point.
And I don't feel bad for them.
And they were blatant bad calls.
They were terrible. But you know what? Philadelphia and this tush push situation, it's not a huge topic, but it's been an interesting topic.
Dean Blandino says, I'm done with it.
He's done. He wants it out of there.
Yeah, he says you can't officiate it. It's terrible.
It's almost one of those. The Eagles false start quite a bit, though.
Yeah.
Even going back to Lane Johnson jumping out at the right tackle. They've done it quite a bit, and I can't remember how they express that kick out, what they actually call it.
Yeah.
But that's false start.
Mm-hmm.
That truly is a false start.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, like I've heard people talk about, they've compared it to the Euro step.
Huh.
You know, where the NBA
I get that,
25, 30 years ago, that was a travel, but the Euro step is now put in and you can get away with it. So I've seen a lot of NFL, like I was having a conversation with Steve Weiss about it from the NFL Network not too long ago. And he was saying, he kind of talked about, you know, how a lot of people within the NFL comparing it to the Euro step. And I said, that's interesting.
It is.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I used to do the Euro step before they called it that.
Did you get called for travel?
Sometimes, and sometimes I didn't.
That boy.
It was the funniest thing.
Okay.
So I know it's not a travel, but some officials
come over the top and
some
wiggle.
officials, well, you get a step and a half, and
yes, sir.
It doesn't limit how long that step can be. And sometimes, and I knew it was legal, and sometimes they call it, sometimes they wouldn't. But that's interesting. I hadn't heard that before. Dallas beats the Giants 40-37 in overtime.
How they did, I have no clue.
Despite 450 and 3 touchdowns from Russ.
Well, first of all, the last possession for the Giants heading into overtime, he throws the ball up. It reminded me of the Jaguasti Tart ball that was dropped right against the Rams. Literally, it's a pick. Cowboys go down, kick a field goal, which is a bomb.
64.
It's a bomb.
64.
Aubrey, and then literally, he probably hit that thing from 70.
Yeah.
The way
Giants
that thing
probably were, their defense was a little soft because they were willing to give up so many
15,
yards, not
yards.
realizing that you can't give up that many yards now because the footballs are juiced and kickers are drilling them from 60
Launch
plus.
angle is up.
Yeah. I don't know if they're putting helium in the balls. Guys are kicking 64. It's like, that didn't just make it. That made it with lots of room to spare.
That thing looked easy.
Yes.
Could have came from 70.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it was a terrible call by Dayball and his defensive, prowess. And Greg Olsen kept talking about it. He's like, you can't play that far off because of Aubrey, his foot. But you push it to OT. You get down to OT, and then you have a couple of minutes left. And you just let Dallas do like some of that stuff they were letting Dallas get away with. Come on, Giants. You're better than that. I understand it was a long game. People were tired, but they definitely played soft at the end of both the regulation and in the OT to allow the Cowboys. I was hoping and praying the Cowboys went 0-2. It'd be beautiful. The Chiefs 0-2, the Cowboys 0-2. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And then third and final big game, the way I saw it, Cincinnati over Jacksonville, 31-27, the big story there, of course. Joe Burrow will need surgery after injuring his big toe. And Cincinnati is viewed as a team that probably was going to be a playoff team this year. So we'll see about that. And we got the local guy, Jake Browning. Leading the charge. Led him to the game-winning field goal yesterday.
Yeah, and have you heard any conversation like you heard from Colin Cowherd talking about Jake Browning should take over for Joe Burrow?
Have not heard that.
Okay, well, maybe we should text him and call him. Have him on anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The shouts out to Jake Browning, Sacramento product. People say Folsom. Man, you from Sacramento, champ.
Yeah.
Nobody care about you being from Folsom. But the other part of that, too, becomes, and here we go. It's a conversation. I am a detractor of Joe Burrow. He's hurt yet again. Not his fault. Because no injury technically really is your fault. But as we know, availability is best ability.
Yeah.
He's out again.
He got the turf toe, but he got the bad version.
He got the bad version.
Yeah.
Yes. So explain for the listeners again what turf toe is, because you're you're a nurse practitioner.
Sure. It's basically a hyperextension of your big toe because the artificial turf doesn't give. So it's your toe, you get pressed down, you step, or someone, drives down on your toe and your toe bends back the wrong way, damaging the ligaments.
Right up under that big toe.
Yeah. So with Brock, I was initially fearful last week when Kyle Shanahan said, well, it's a variation of turf toe. Turns out it wasn't as bad because some of the ligaments were more on the side of the toe, and he may play this week. I'm with you, Jay, probably not. But Jake Browning, they had surgery. He's out 3 months because those ligaments popped.
Yeah.
Pop, fizz.
Man, gone again. It's about 2-3. How long has Joe Burrow been in the league? 4 years? Is this his 5th year?
I think so.
Yeah. And he's missed 2 years for sure. So he's going to miss a 3rd year.
Yeah, here's an idea. How about get some offensive linemen?
Well, I mean, come on, Bengals. They got to pay some people too.
A little bit.
Yeah, I would say. You think it's the old lineman?
I think it's part of it.
It's got percentage of it.
But you're anti-Burrow, and I've been known to have a Bengal blanket on my bed, so I gotta come up with something. I gotta defend Joe.
Is it in the?
It's currently in the closet. Okay, it's not that cold yet. All right.
Is it in the guest room? Do you put it in the guest room?
It's possible Mrs. Gleason will not be bringing it out this year. I'm not sure where it is, but every so often it shows up. When we come back, the very best and the very worst of the NFL's second Sunday. We get you ready for Monday Night Football doubleheader on Sactown Sports coming up.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you thinking about buying a new car? Well, maybe you're on the fence. Let me help you out. Kyle Draper here from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the first time I stepped into the MP of Stockton showroom, I knew I made the right choice. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV. It's comfortable, stylish, and most importantly, it's safe. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. It's just a short drive down I-5 or anytime at mbfstockton.com.
When I want to stretch out after a long day, my sofa needs to be comfortable, but it also needs to look attractive and inviting when guests come to visit. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. We spend so much time on our living room sofas that we forget they're a focal point and a hint to our decorating tastes. Right now, during Naturewood Home Furnishings sofa sale, you can save on every sofa, including gallery-exclusive custom-ordered flex steel furniture. Whether you're interested in a new sofa, sectional, or recliner, you can choose from hundreds of colors and fabrics. Nobody has more styles and choices than Naturewood Home Furnishings. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop Naturewood for the look you love at a price you'll love even more. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable sofa sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the water wheel.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. feel the thunder.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is, live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Whitey and Jay today. Kyle Draper attending NBA League meetings in the Big Apple. Speaking of the YouTube chat, interesting comments from many people here. Compio says, Whitey, I do believe the kicking ball is different in the NFL. And he's right. What has changed is the rules on what a team can and cannot do with the kicking ball. Last few years, they've had something called the K-ball, which was, this is the kicking ball. We stick it in there. We use it when someone's going to kick a field goal or maybe even, I don't know if they use it on punts. But until then, it was like no one can do anything with it until we brought it in, the K-ball. No, the teams can't do anything with it. Now they've changed it so teams have the kicking balls during the week, and the kickers can work with them and practice with them. And there are things you're not supposed to do to the kicking ball. You're not supposed to apply pressure to them and stand on them and all of this. But, Jay, as you know, if the team has it, no one's overseeing that. You don't have somebody monitoring the kicking ball to make sure they don't do these things. And I'm telling you, they're putting helium in them. The teams are putting at least 25% helium in the kicking ball.
They
Those
pumping?
things are flying. 64 was nothing.
That was nothing. He hit that thing. I'm like, 64. And I know, he's got a heck of a leg, and he percentage-wise has been the best long-range kicker in the NFL last year. But I was just like, 64. The only thing, he could probably make it, is that dome stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. But you go back.
Get out to the real open, baby. Get out to the atmosphere.
Fair enough. The week before, though, Boswell,
Yeah.
remember the Steelers needed a 60-yarder? Boswell's like, I got it.
No
Boom.
worries.
And no doubt
Knocked
from
it
60.
in, right? Could have went 68.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's kicker can make a 60 except for the 49ers right now. 56 is his max.
Is it?
That's what they told us. But maybe with a little helium action, we might be able to pump it to 62.
You didn't answer my text yesterday when he missed the PAT. I texted
I was actually on the field.
I figured you were
Yeah,
doing
I was on the field, and then when you hit me, I looked, and I got off the field probably about 5:30 or whatever, and I said, "Oh, look at Whitey." I said, but by then,
right,
people had already kind of been telling me like, "Oh, ADP missed his first." So I said, "Oh, Whitey must be talking about the first jump off." I said, "Well, I'll wait." By the time I got home, went to sleep and stuff, I said, "I'll wait to talk to her." But yeah, don't stop, because I saw it, pulled out my phone, I said, "Dang. He must have missed a field goal or
ADP,
something."
and the P does not stand for PAT.
And then maybe about 10 minutes later, guy says, 49ers 6-0. I said, what? 6-0? We got 2 field goals? It's like, no, touchdown, and Eddie P missed the extra point.
Pushed it.
So I didn't know if it was a good thing when you text me or a bad thing, but I didn't see it until, the whole move was.
Yeah, and I know we both, want the 49ers to win. It's something about it was so absurd it made me laugh. Can you believe it? He missed his first PAT. But he figured
Typical
it out.
Niners fashion.
Yeah. Do you remember there was a time in the NFL where backup quarterback was a thing?
Yes.
And now with free agency, if a guy's a backup somewhere, he wants to go somewhere else the next year. But it seemed like the good teams had like their regular backup for a couple years. So it was almost like a position. You got your quarterback and you got your backup.
Yep.
And now that's changed, but it's interesting. I mean, Mac Jones is probably a really good backup, but he doesn't want to be a backup. So if he does well here, I think he has a 2-year contract.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
But is he
quarterback controversy, Jay? Are we in the middle of one?
For
the 49ers?
The Bengals or no.
Thank you.
Brock Purdy just got paid.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if Mac Jones threw for 500 yards with 10 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy's still coming back in the starter. You just paid him.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that you would have a controversy with Brock Purdy and Mac Jones right now.
Right. I think it was a very, gutsy win. And again, the 49ers overcome a lot of adversity to win on the road, but let's not get carried away. Mac Jones beat the Saints yesterday.
Yeah, defensively, they weren't that good, but offensively, they had a few different plays and movements. And I've said it, we continuously talk about it. Mobile, agile quarterbacks give the 49ers problems.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's been that way prior, Robert Saleh's first, regime run.
Is that wide 9?
I don't know.
Too many gaps between the
I don't know what
defensive
it
linemen?
Is it, they rarely shoot out 3 linebackers, rarely. And then the other thing too is I think they like nimble. How do I say this? A lot of the guys that they normally push are more athletic than, as Carmichael Day would say, have a lot of girth. I think they have a lot of athletic,
but
wouldn't
the mobile guys be better equipped to track down?
I don't know,
mobile
because
quarterbacks,
I think
Kyler Murray coming up.
Yeah, but I think sometimes those big boys get their hands on them and they move them around, and that could be wide receivers as well. But I'm guessing. I have no clue why mobile quarterbacks kill the 49ers.
Here's a question for you, Jay, from all day. How'd you guys think Michael Williams did yesterday?
He was balling.
Yeah,
he's balling. You can see that he's a rookie. He's still trying to figure some things. No, you better put somebody else out there. And Moose Johnston talk about, the Saints had 2 to 3 guys on Nick Bosa at times. You had 2 guys, and then you might chip them with Alvin Kamara, a running back, or a tight end. That gives a lot of room for Bryce Huff, a lot of room for Michael Williams.
Yeah. Khalil Davis makes a big play a week.
He did, yeah. He does. He does. Their D-line, if they can stay healthy, should be okay. Gross Matos had a couple of plays. He ran down Spencer, top of the sideline one play.
Best of the week yesterday for me, Jay, the best and the worst. The best to me was Jared Goff and the Lions, the way they bounced back after a pitiful performance against Green Bay. And Jared Goff threw for 334 and 5 touchdowns, and Detroit put up a 50-burger, 52-21. They beat the Bears. And the worst to me, and you don't want to pick on guys, but
I do.
Against the Cowboys, they have all-pro tackle Andrew Thomas is out.
Yeah.
So they got a guy named James Hudson. He lasted 1 drive.
What?
He was called for 4 penalties.
Wow.
Including 2 personal fouls and a pair of false starts. He also allowed a sack. And then after he was notified that, okay, big guy, we're going to sit you, he had to be restrained by teammates. He was going after the coaches. And James Hudson benched after becoming the first player this century to be penalized 4 times in 1 drive.
Really?
How about that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's terrible.
You know how it is if you're watching a game and one lineman gets called for, 2 holds or 2 false starts in 1 possession. It's like, man, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 penalties on 1 drive.
Man, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You getting worked out there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. Did you check to see if he's still on the squad?
I did not. I assume he is.
Okay,
but
James
I did
Hudson.
not. Offensive lineman, very valuable.
Not so much.
James Hudson. He'll be all right, Jay.
Hope so. I don't want anybody to lose their job.
Right.
Let's just see. Look like he still might be on the squad.
Mm-hmm. It's a learning experience for him. It's a process.
It takes time.
Yeah. Struggle a little bit. You got to love the determination and the passion. Hey, you're terrible. We're sitting you down. No, I don't want to come out of the game. Was there one player or team yesterday that stood out to you? Maybe it was the 49ers, Mac Jones.
No.
If you had the J game ball for yesterday.
Yeah.
For whatever reason you wanted to give it.
It's another Jones. I give you one. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah.
They to beat the Broncos, who a lot of people believe, they see a playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
They see AFC West champion. Colts, man, maybe we were 1 season ahead of where we needed to be.
Maybe
a little early.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones looks pretty good.
You saw how that game ended?
I did.
Oh,
I
my
did.
goodness.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
he, and Jay Taylor, of course, doing his thing, but you got to give Daniel Jones a little love just based on all the things that he's went through, some self-inflicted, but the Giants didn't really do a lot to assist him in many different ways. People would argue that, but coming over to the Colts, I thought he did okay yesterday.
Clean slate and all that, right?
Yeah.
No pressure. Yeah.
True.
My heart goes out to any Denver fans.
Why?
Because watching that game, Kevin Harlan with a call, and it's no good, and Denver is going to win. And if you're watching, you're like, that's great. And then, oh no, there's a flag.
Yeah, it was late too.
Yeah. Leverage.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
15 yards, kicking again. God, the Colts have won.
Love it. Shoot down the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah.
The other, who I felt sorry for was the Browns. Coming into this week, I said, Baltimore and the way they lost last week, these dudes might hang 50. And they got close. What was it, 41, 42? Something like that. Yeah. I figured Lamar and company was going to blow the doors off the Browns. And they did. I felt sorry for them.
Yeah. The Cleveland defense actually had their moments, but they turned the ball over so much they just got suffocated. There is a stunning answer. Jay's already given us part of the answer here. Stunning answer to the question, which NFL team is setting offensive records this year? We'll look at that next. Sactown Sports.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Autumn is upon us. I know it's supposed to warm up again, but we've had autumnal weather. We got football, baseball postseason coming up. So what that means, of course, is it's time to make sure that your heater is good to go for the cold season ahead. So many HVAC companies out there. Who do you look to for help? Maybe you need a new unit. Somebody just tell you what kind of shape your unit is in, so to speak. Well, a friend recommended we check out Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating last year when we had some issues. Lee'sAir.com. Glad we did. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. They were ready to come out the day we called. Yeah, same day, next day service available. They're going to treat you with respect. I know that because they treated us with respect. They offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. 4.8 stars on Google. They've won awards for their service. They've spent more than, 40 years serving the Valley's HVAC heating and plumbing needs. You can trust Lee's with installation and repair of your AC, furnace, and water heater, residential, commercial plumbing repair, commercial HVAC services too. Find out more at leesair.com. Check out that mission statement. Find out how committed they are to serving customers and community. Check on their $99 HVAC tune-up service. Let Lee's take care of you the way they took care of us with the cold weather coming. They treated us like family. They'll do the same for you. They set us up with an HVAC system that has improved our quality of life and the air that we breathe. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635-355.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
People are coming from all over to Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, from Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville, because they've seen for themselves the huge selection and the best prices at SacSuperstore.com. Good luck finding a lower price anywhere else. And if you do, they'll match it. It's as simple as that. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where a handshake still means something. Open until 10 o'clock and essentially located right across from Hagen Oaks Golf Course. And online at SacSuperstore.com. The guaranteed lowest price and the best selection of Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps, and Rams. SacSuperstore.com.
Get ready for the final week of Sacramento River Cats baseball. Join us from September 16th through the 21st as we celebrate giveaways, special theme uniforms, Fan Appreciation Day, and more. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Getting ready for a doubleheader of Monday Night Football. It's Jay and Whitey. In just a moment here, we'll look at the unlikeliest team setting NFL offensive records. Also look at how the 49ers are taking over buildings these days. First, quick check here of the text line. That loss was a tough one for my Broncos. We needed Greenlaw back. Alex Singleton got exposed big time yesterday in coverage. They didn't
hold your breath on that for Greenlaw coming back too soon.
They didn't put their name on it. But, Jay, you don't feel a little bit for
Yeah, I do, man. You know, listen, it's Monday. We Monday morning quarterbacking.
Yeah.
More like Monday afternoon quarterbacking. And sometimes when your team wins, you're just feeling great.
Yeah.
And guess what's going to happen? The Niners will lose and people will pile on and they'll jump on it. So why not pile on in everybody else?
Like, sure. I see your reasoning. Rob M says, can you really count the Lions as bouncing back if your opponent was the Bears?
Good point.
Fair point.
Good point. Very good point.
They bounce way back. UPS Chris, my game ball goes to Scat. Way to get your first TD, kid. UPS Chris also was at the A's game. I think it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday, man.
Yeah.
Shouts out to UPS Chris. UPS Chris has been one of the guys that, first of all, dope listener.
Yes.
Family of the Drive Guys. But he is he's been one person that has encouraged me to take a game in here in Sacramento with the A's. And, you know, over the last week and a half. Yeah, well, man, come on, man. Plenty of seats. Plenty of seats, family. Plenty of seats.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it there. But so I got to give him some love, man. He's pushed me.
He said that he enjoyed the ceremonies they had for the A's
Saturday.
Hall of Fame Saturday.
Yeah.
I saw some of it on TV. We can maybe talk more about it tomorrow, maybe not. But just to be honest, and I tweeted about it, it was hard for me to watch. And UPS Chris, I'm glad you had a great time.
Why?
Because they had Hudson, Mulder, and Zito. And they had like Monty Moore was also there.
Yep.
Campy Campanera, some heroes of my boyhood, you know, as an Oakland A's fan. And then seeing Hudson, Mulder, Zito talking about their time with the A's and just kind of ignoring that it was Oakland. It was, and I don't blame them at all. It was hard for me, Jay.
I got you. I'm just checking to see why.
Yeah, that's all. It's just like, what are we doing here? Are we
having a ball game, baby?
Yeah. We're pretending that this is all okay. Anyway, I'm glad you had a good time, Chris. And I'm glad for those that were honored. And at this point, we're going to honor a team that we didn't think we'd be honoring. The Indianapolis Colts, you mentioned, Jay, Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, he's spinning it.
Yeah.
No team in NFL history had ever gone without punting in its first two games of the season. The Colts have done that. The Colts, the first team ever to go through their first two games without a single punt.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's diming it all right.
Yes.
Taylor running the rock. They look decent, and you continuously see their owner everywhere now. Have you been keeping an eye on that? She's down on the sideline and she's pre-game, and I like that.
She's taking notes.
Yeah,
and stuff.
like that. I'm like that. Accountability. Also, you know, getting her hands or fingerprints on some things, letting people know, you know, she's a part of it, not just sitting up in the booth collecting collecting dollars and sipping on Mai Tai. So I like that.
The Colts also set an NFL record by scoring on their first 10 possessions of the season. Let's be honest. If before the season started, we said, look, we've seen the future. There's going to be an NFL team that's going to go 2 games without punting, and they're going to score in the first 10 possessions. We'll give you 10 guesses. There's no way you're getting it.
No, I wouldn't say Colts. I took 20 other teams.
Yeah. We'll give you 20 guesses. Probably not getting it.
Maybe not.
It's unbelievable.
Because you look at Daniel Jones' past, and you look at he's going to punt sooner or later.
That'd be one of the teams you go, well, I know it's not the Colts. Right?
You probably start on the backside first.
Yes.
Not the Saints, not the Colts, not the Panthers, not the Bears.
No punts, no turnovers, 5 drives that ended with touchdowns, 9 drives that ended with field goals, 1 drive that ended with the end of the first half, and 2 drives that ended on unsuccessful 4th down attempts. How about that? The 2-0 Indianapolis Colts.
Just balling, man. Got to give them some love. They're playing all around good football. Though they might have got bailed out yesterday. A win is a win. You take it any way you can get it.
They got bailed out, but I know Sean Payton says leverage call was correct. I regret having the field goal block call on. Wah, wah. At least he's owning up to it. And one more thing we want to mention here, getting back to the 49ers. The 49ers are taking over buildings. Longtime Saints reporter and columnist by the name of Jeff Duncan tweeted this today. Quote, the number of 49er fans in the Superdome Sunday was shocking.
Why?
Reminded me of the Lions in 23 and the Bills in 2021. Only comparable turnout takeovers. 49er fans took over the place yesterday. I don't know if that's teams. We assume that, the fans travel. Some of it is they have a lot of fans everywhere, so I know New Orleans is a destination, right?
Yep,
so you got a lot
of
fans. Let's go see the game in New Orleans, and they're going to win, and then we'll hang out on Bourbon Street. And also they have a lot of fans there. So.
Yeah, but one thing about the Niners, the faithful are moving and grooving. It's become a thing now. It's almost, one of my boys is like, hey, man, we got to go to the Cardinals game. I'm like, Cardinals games? Yeah, man, let's go to the Cardinal game. I heard a lot of folks going to the Cardinals game. So I think I might slide out to AZ end of the year and go see my boys.
This week.
No. We're talking about in Arizona big time. So I'm like,
Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale. Yeah. So it's something that the 49ers faithful have been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, more than I can ever remember. And, we talk about the taking over in LA, of course, when they play the Rams, even Seattle. I was surprised even week 1 in Seattle. I was like, man, the 49ers see a lot of red, more than usual in Seattle, because Seattle's been known to have good home crowds.
Yeah. And I know some had said, well, there were a lot of Niner fans, but they were just in one area in Seattle. But still, for a 49er game in Seattle, there were a lot of
Niner
it
was
fans.
more than I would have ever thought.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because I would have thought after last year, 49er fans are jumping off the bandwagon, but they're not.
For what?
At least in visiting cities. Colts, by the way, they're going to be visiting the Titans this week, Jay.
Colts, you got your eye on the Colts?
3-0.
You must got your eye on the Colts here, huh?
They were on my list.
They were on your list,
7.
but I was about to say they were bottom, right? Yeah, I think you'll say 6 or 7.
They were on there somewhere.
So you had the foresight.
Yeah.
We might have been a year early on the Colts.
Might have been. Dang. Might have been. Because it's all due to Danny Dimes. Just kind of,
He's steady in the offense?
Yes. Yes.
Who would have ever thought that Daniel Jones steady in the offense?
Nobody. Maybe him, but probably not even him.
Shane Steichen.
Yeah. 2 good games tonight. Tampa Bay against Houston, and then Chargers Raiders, Jay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Harbaugh and Pete Carroll.
That's going to be a good matchup. Probably coaching more than teams, but yeah.
Yeah. I read somewhere, it's going to be a very physical game. Going to come down to quarterback play, and it's probably going to be a 1-possession game.
Well, anybody could have said that.
I mean, that's kind of the nature of the NFL now.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on, man. That's for every game. Unless you're, the Lions playing the Bears or the Browns playing the Ravens.
We both like Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
With
Give me
the
Chargers.
upset.
Give me Chargers.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raider fans. We'll see. Yeah. Thanks for being with us. We're back with you tomorrow. Full show tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Full show tomorrow. Now we take you to Monday Night Football doubleheader. Coming off that big 49er win yesterday. Mac Jones.
It was big.
Man. It was. They're 2-0. I'm telling you, they're happy they beat the Saints.
Oh, we should be.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan's giddy after that win. So we're back with you more on that and the Kuminga situation tomorrow. Right now, we're going to take you to pregame action coverage, I should say. Monday Night Football. You got Tampa Bay and Houston coming up on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything